Mario Minico fan, rants, reviews, gameplay, and more. Amsterdam Drift, a track that seems to have a lot going on all at once. We start out in this nice European looking city. We then take a glider over a train. We go seemingly from city to countryside in almost an instant. This area has a big dirt road with trees, houses, and a few windmills, and some Monty moles. They're the only obstacle in this area, but easy to avoid. Exiting the countryside, we then exit on a boat, which is cool. Next, we then enter a train station for a brief moment. The second lap has us immediately driving in some water. The water is surprisingly linear. There's a dip near the end. Go down or stay up. Do the same with the boat above the surface. There's also some pipes blowing. They ensure you the right way usually. After coming out of the water and back into the city for the third lap, we see some Toads, Yoshis, and Shy Guys cheering us on. We then again drive through the train station. Then a turn later back into the water going on a different route. The players behind can be seen. Watch out for them as they could have items such as bullet bills, stars, or shells. Out of the water section, we are then driving through a flowery field. The only obstacles are a few piranha plants that will try to snap at you. Watch out for them. The rest of this track till the end isn't too exciting, but is just okay in my opinion. Riverside Park. Nintendo did surprisingly well bringing a Game Boy Advance track like this to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. To start, we're in a forest-looking environment. There's lots of grass, trees, rocks, and water everywhere. The environment is very lush. The sky is a nice yellowish pink color. There's some vines hanging in some spots. The outside area doesn't have too much going on, but still is not too bad. We then drive into a cave. Walking piranha plants are the only obstacles on this track. If you hit one of the walking piranha plants, you can sometimes get a free mushroom. There's also some mud shortcuts that require a mushroom to use. There are a few Yoshis, Toads, and Shy Guys in a few places. We lastly drive out of the cave through a giant waterfall. Now that's cool. The music is pretty well with the theme here. It's not too much fun, but yet again it's not too boring either. DK Summit, an amazing snow mountain track. We start out taking a left to the DK Canyon. We blast out of it seeing a lot of the track. Shy Guys, Yoshis, and Toads are everywhere using the area to their leisure. Shy Guys are riding the ski lift and using the half pipe at the end. More on that in a sec. We drive on a snowy path. There's some imprints in the track that say Mario Kart on them. There's some side boosters to get some coins or an item. After that is a big jump. Next there is some piles of snow. You'll need a mushroom to clear them. After that are some hills. You can do tricks off of them. You can also bounce off of the speed boosters for some speed and a boost in the air. You'll then need to drift carefully around some holes. We then are at the hardest section of the track, bringing up the Shy Guys on snowboards and the thick snow piles. Drift and drive carefully to ensure you don't get hit. There's then some cabins, trees, and a big statue of DK on a snowboard, which is an awesome touch. The music sounds almost how it did in Wii. Never fix what's broken, and this track is and will never be broken. Yoshis Island. Oh boy, where do I even begin? We are driving through an HD version of all of the replica of Yoshi's Island from the Super Nintendo. We start out in front of Yoshi's house. We then have some of the stilted Shy Guys and Huffin' Puffins as obstacles on the road. Following going past a piranha plant, we enter a brief water section with some water spouts and some crabs to watch out for. Next, we then very shortly drive through a cave with some crystals. Then out again, we see a lot of the storks flying in the air. There's also some small shortcuts you'll need a mushroom for. We then take a glider ramp from the volcano path to some clouds. After driving on the clouds, you can then glide out to a question cloud. Hitting it can be somewhat tricky, but if you hit it, you could spawn a small bridge. If you're riding across the red bridge, you can then drive through a ring finisher. This track is beyond beautiful. There's so many hints to Yoshi's Island. The Nep Inuit boss, the underground area with crystals, the chain chomps, and so much more. The start music is drum beats like how you start a level in Yoshi's Island, and finishing is the song when you finish any level. Nintendo really brought the Yoshi's Island franchise alive in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. The environment is lush here, and that's amazing. From this cup, Yoshi's Island is my personal favorite track. What's your favorite track from the Fruit Cup? Let me know down below in the comments. Like if you like, dislike if disliked. Make sure to subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with upcoming videos and projects. Thanks for watching and have an amazing day. This game isn't World of Goo 2, it's World of Poo 2. Why do I have to be forced to memorize a number that is longer than my social security number.
Oh my god, that's really good to start right there.
And what this game could really use, and what the main selling point would bring this fucking game to the sales, would be to give some online multiplayer. Stole first place. There you go, that's how you do it.